Hello and welcome to Citadel Guard Adventures. Here we are in the guest rooms in Rivendell, and right now we are ready to go talk to Elrond in his library in the last homely house. And we also have a couple more quests to complete in this area, around the market I believe. So we'll check that in just a moment as soon as the game finishes loading. We can continue working towards our epic book now that we are finally able to continue doing the epic. I don't get tired. I can't get tired of the look of Rivendell, the music. It's all so good. So good. Now that we are here in Rivendell, we can bind our milestone skill with actually a decision that will prove useful. We'll have plenty of levels to go to get before we can unlock Master in Rivendell, so I think it will pay off, I hope. We'll see. What do we have here?
Greetings, friend. Will you lend me your ear?
Beriathan, it has become clear that your loyalties stand firmly with our house. The elves of Rivendell are grateful for your service, and already a few of our bards take up their quills, prepared to spread the knowledge of your deeds in harmonious melodies. After some discussion, the defenders of Inlet Gelair were instructed to welcome you to our sanctuary high upon the hills overlooking the last homely house. You will find Inlet Gelair to the south, across the folds of Imladris at the end of a low road which leads west. When you arrive, speak with Otharbine, who will be expecting you. But first, let's see all there is to be seen here. Let's go with Elrond first. He will be able to guide us to the next, not only the next epic quest, but also the new side quest here.
Will you lend me your aid once more?
The path you took to my doorstep has been perilous, Beriathan, and its dangers all too common in these dark days. If you will consent to lend us your aid, it will not be the least of your challenges.
Hope is not in vain.
Welcome to Imladris, Beriathan. It is good that you have come. Rest well, but not too deeply or too long. We have need of adventuring folk, for there is evil beyond the veil. Not more than 2 months ago, a Hobbit by the name of Frodo Baggins and his companions were pursued to the fort of Bruinen by servants of the enemy. I speak of the Nine, the Nazgûl, fell creatures in the service of Sauron, and though the Bruinen fell upon them at my command, we have found the steeds of only 8. One of the riders is unaccounted for. My son set forth with scouts bound to them by friendship to seek this missing rider. I ask that you speak with Elladan at their camp of Thorinhat among the breeding gorges and lend your aid to the search. We must learn where this Nazgûl has gone, and most importantly, his designs.
Hope is not in vain.
Greetings, good man. How may the Master of Rivendell be of service to you? What is this you say? A Gauntman has been rising white in Nantornet? My son was correct. This deed cannot go unchallenged. Thank you for bringing word of this to me. I will see that the evil is purged from the ruins.
Will you lend me your aid once more?
Be assured, Beriathan, the evil that remains in Nantornaed will be dealt with, though I must consider the best course of action to ensure that it is so. In the meantime, you should take the opportunity to rest. Rivendell is a refuge to all who come in peace. There are indeed some in this house already who have taken a pause from their trials. You should seek them out and speak with them. Bilbo Baggins spends much of his time in the Hall of Fire performing the songs and poems he writes for his friend Lindir. You may also find Gandalf the Grey in Bilbo's apartments. He has many concerns, but Frodo Baggins is his greatest. You should seek them both out while you are here. Okay, it seems we will be spending some time in Rivendell, so I think proper attire is in order. Let's try this out. Then we can take a rest in here, for a while at least. I think we can be assured there will be no evil coming to this valley, so getting more comfortable. Our first stop, however, was gonna be here in the Hall of Fire. We're gonna begin the riddle game, and then we'll go talk with Gandalf, with Mithrandir.
Would you like to join our game?
Hello there, friend Warden. I wonder if you could help out an old hobbit who is not as spry as he used to be. Lindir and I are playing a friendly riddle game. Here is his latest. I often hold your hand, but I have no hands wherewith to hold. I often sleep in summer, but I do my best when it grows cold. I often lose my mate, but I feel no sorrow if truth be told. If truth be told, I'm quite stumped. Speak with Lindir about it. It could be he has forgotten an important line or two.
May Gavanen.
I thought for once I would try one of the homely riddles that Bilbo loves so well, rather than an involved mystery of elf lore. And so it seems that with his mind in the clouds of Sindarin poetry, our friend here cannot solve old-fashioned riddles of the Hobbit kind. But I will give you the hint I gave Bilbo. The answer to this riddle can be found here in the last homely house. Just find the answer and break it here to solve the riddle. So, I know what the answer is, but I don't remember what it is. I always forget the location of some of these riddles. And it's in the last homely house, that's for sure. I don't think it's anywhere here on the second floor. I think we can leave through here. The last home house. Ah, here they are. Work gloves. Let's go back to Lindir.
Hail
Ah,
Ferndúr.
well done. The answer fits like a glove, does it not?
May Gavanen.
It seems that we have an expert riddler here. It is Bilbo's turn to present a riddle. You should speak with him and learn what he will pose to me.
Oh, here's a tricky one.
Lindir outfoxed me. I was rummaging through all my small stock of elf lore searching for some poem or tale to fit his verse, but I should have been thinking of more prosaic things after all. I wonder if he can answer my next little puzzle though. I would like to offer one of my poems on elven lore, but I dread Lindir's gentle laughter more than a goblin's word. So I will follow his lead and make another homely riddle. One that I am sure you can solve by finding another item here in the last homely house. Here it is. A long beard I have of bristly hair, but no chin or cheek on which to bear. Many hands hold me, with ne'er a caress, yet I'm e'er the first to clean up a mess. And this one is quite easy too. Previously it was found on the stables, but I think it was relocated to make this quest flow a little bit easier. Although I'm not sure exactly where. But I think it was here. I don't know, my memory is Freaking me a little. But no, the Scholars Guild. Okay, here it is. A broom. Now, I think we can start working, building a reputation with a guild. Yeah. Scholars Guild is
Hello there.
peace. Seems I need to complete production to the guild, but
What can I do for you?
I will go and check because I don't remember getting any related quests, and I didn't find them, so I think a visit to the wiki is in order. That will be after I finish this episode.
I've another one for you.
And what could be more homely than a simple besom broom? Even elves have to clean up from time to time, it seems.
Oh, there you are.
While you were gone, Lindir told me that he has come up with something interesting for our game. Apparently, he found a new riddle on the back of some old parchment out of Gondor. You should speak with him at once. I am curious to know his riddle.
Greetings to you.
Parchment can be difficult to find at times in the world of men, so I am not all that surprised to find a riddle scrawled on the back of some old chronicles of Gondor. Perhaps some young scribe of the tower had too much time on his hands. It just so happens that the answer can be found somewhere in Rivendell. Bread is needed, warning heeded. Some will arrive with sword and knife. My work is completed, till once more I am needed. So what can it be? Well, being a man of Gondor, being familiar with Gondorian traditions, this will not be difficult for Beriathan, but we'll do that in just a moment.
You may be of service to me.
It has come to my attention that your studies of the mysteries of Middle-earth have progressed considerably, Beriathan. For many long centuries, those of us here in Rivendell have had limited opportunities to explore the world beyond, and soon the time shall come for us to take our leave and sail into the west with our brethren. Even those of us who live lives without measure cannot hope to know all the mysteries of the world, but we hope to carry with us into the west as great a trove of knowledge and history as we may. And so if you could aid us in this endeavor, we would be most grateful. To this end, I would ask you to pen some scholars' wreaths for us, so that we might add them to our libraries and ensure that they will forever adorn the shelves of Luminor's Valinor. Okay. That's Scholars Guild as well. Yeah, really gonna need to check that. But first, here with Gandalf.
Perhaps you would lend me some aid?
I have need of an adventurer, Beriathan, and it may be that you will serve nicely. My friend Frodo here will soon be leaving on an errand both urgent and secret. Hobbits are remarkable creatures, and Frodo is more remarkable than most. He has stepped forward to accept a charge that would daunt even those counted most brave in all the annals of the world. Do not ask me about this task, and do not ask Frodo either. He may wish to speak of it, but it is better that he not do so. I do ask you this. Speak with him and gauge his feelings. Much depends upon his courage and good hobbit sense, but I am loath to send him into danger if he is not prepared for what he may face.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
I am pleased to meet you, Beriathan. You are a friend of Gandalf. Indeed, he is very mysterious. I am sorry I'm not entirely myself today. There are a lot of things on my mind, you might say. This is a place of rest, and I know that Bilbo is very happy spending his days riddling and singing in the Hall of Fire, but it just feels like I am so far from home. Would you take a walk with me? The cool air will do me good, and I would very much like to hear about your adventure.
Thank you for the company.
A walk would do me good, I think. Are you ready to go? Rivendell is a beautiful place, and I have very much enjoyed strolling along its paths. Let's go.
I am concerned for Frodo, for he bears a great burden. It is my hope that those whom I have sent to watch over the Hobbit will determine if his mind remains strong enough for the task for which he has been chosen.
This is a fine time for a walk.
A walk is just the thing, Beriathan. You can tell me about your adventures. There is nothing I like quite so much as a good adventure story. Real adventures somehow aren't the same, are they? Have you been in Rivendell long? Not so much. Just arrived, Miguel. What about you, Frodo? Sam thinks it's a queer place, but I think he likes it too. I haven't had the chance of talking with Sam yet, so wouldn't know. I like being an adventurer. Much like you, I think I just got caught on matters bigger than myself. I once wish I could have adventures like Bilbo did. My own adventure wasn't like Bilbo's at all. It is so beautiful. It's nothing like the Shire though. I'd like to meet the Shire, maybe, someday. I'm sorry, I'm not very good company tonight, am I? Well, if you wanna gloom, who better than a man of Gondor? There is something I need to do, but I'm afraid. I'm afraid for my friends. They love me too much to let me do this myself. I almost wish they didn't. I don't mean that. I should be happy that I have such good friends. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about. I will have many strong protectors after all. Master Elrond did not wish for me to be alone, and Gandalf will be with me too. He will never let me go alone. There you are, Mr. Frodo. You're you off by yourself, you know? Okay. As I was saying, Frodo, yeah. Who better to brood with than a man of Gondor? That's what
What a lovely walk.
do so close to the enemy. So it was a nice company, I think, although quite mysterious too. I've always said that a nice walk in the night air will do wonders to clear one's head, and it seems that I was right. I feel much better now, Beriathan. I enjoyed our conversation. If I see you again, we'll have to have another. When I see you again, I mean. Thank you again for the walk, Beriathan. Maybe things are not quite so grim after all.
All is well, then.
Frodo remains as high in my esteem as ever he did, Beriathan, and I thank you for accompanying him. He is made of stern stuff, our Frodo, and his worries are natural. They will give him strength in hard times rather than bring him to weakness. Frodo will be fine. I thank you, Beriathan. May your troubles bring you out of danger quickly if they chance to bring you into it. Very well. That was it. The first time I did that quest though, I was a little bit scared, to be honest with you, because I was 5 levels below it, and I was hoping at all times the Morg will jump out of nowhere and attack Frodo, and if I was 5 levels below I would not be able to defend myself. So yeah, this is the quest in which I came to realize that all quests have a required level to determine how much XP you get out of it, but not all quests are gonna require you to do combat. So it's really nice going back after all these years. Now that we have that out of the way, we can continue working on the riddle game. So let's go and solve this last riddle. I'm gonna be over here, and let me see. Gaunt-lord and these two, the dagger and the armor. And do all this. And hopefully, yeah, should be able to hit level 36 in no time.
What can I do for you?
What is this? A game? Ah, I see. A riddle out of Gondor, is it? Well, you have come to the right man indeed. Nay, I fear I cannot give you my horn even for a minute, for a horn is indeed the answer, because it is my trust and duty to bear it, but I will give you something that should suffice. This is the badge of my rank as a steward's heir. As you can see, it shows a horn above the white tree of Gondor. I dare say the elf lord master will be satisfied with this token. I dare say too, my lord. Thank you very much. Be right back. Now let us see. Let us mount Lindir. Yeah, I think the horse motif goes well with this outfit as well. After all, it's the same white tree and the 7 stars and all that. A little bit better with a more war-ready attire, I believe, but it works. It works anyway. Here we are in Latgelair. Getting here, but this quest done is gonna be really quick. We can keep the horse inside, that's great. It's quite a tricky spot, I should say. Well, it's not tricky finding it, I believe, but every time I enter it, I get a little bit disorientated. Because at first it seems it's a dead end, but it isn't.
How can I be of service?
We are pleased to have you among us, Beriathan. You are welcome to make use of any services we can provide. Alright. Back to Lindir it is. Yeah, this is a really nice area. It looks really nice and mysterious and elven-like. So it's a shame we don't get to see this location more often, I think. So the bridge right here. should be able to hit level 36 by doing all the quests that we have here in Rivendell. That's what we'll do. Hopefully that's what we'll achieve. No, wrong key, sorry.
Hail, friend, and well met.
Excellent, you have found the answer. I will see that this badge is returned to Boromir. Well played. I trust the fact that the item was not just laying on a shelf was no obstacle. Yeah. Kinda confusing, but there we go.
You may be of service to me.
You have proven yourself an expert riddle solver. Bilbo and I have of late been contemplating a riddle of the most interesting sort, one for which no answer is yet known. This riddle seems to bear upon the lineage of the House of Elrond itself and may be of great import if it is solved. For once, we cannot say for sure that the answer truly lies in Imladris, but it is certain that the riddle is concerned with Rivendell more than with any other place. Bilbo can tell you more, but I think for the full story of this riddle you will have to speak with others as well.
I've another one for you.
Well, this was written by Elrond's wife, Celebrian, who long ago sailed into the west. Just before she departed Middle-earth, she inscribed these words. The verse was probably not meant as a riddle, but its meaning is nevertheless hidden, even to her own family. I hope you will excuse my poor translation into Western. The riddle goes like this. The jewel of the moon, enshrined in the water, from mother to daughter is given a boon. Ships sail to the west, forgetting all sorrow, landfall on the morrow, the Isles of the Blessed. It may be that Master Elrond will be able to tell you something more about these words. It would be splendid if the riddle could be solved after all these years, and even more wonderful if some lost legacy could be found and delivered to Lady Arwen. Alright. So, I'd like to take a picture with Bilbo for posterity, but let me get rid of something really quick in here that we can do this. The lighting, however, is not the best, so oh, yeah, this seems like a good spot. So, cheers, Bilbo. Good. Now we're ready to continue. Just a little pausing here. But yeah, now that we are meeting a lot of the characters from the books, I think taking some pictures with them doesn't hurt. So let me take a picture with Frodo and Gandalf. Find a good place, yeah. The relief is put in there. Alright. Now, let's go to Elrond. We're gonna take a picture with him too, but we also need to advance the quest. So, 2 birds, 1 stone. Just for the sake of roleplay and a bit, I'm not gonna drop quite a fall.
A strange fate brings you hither.
Those old words. Alas, I had hoped not to have those evil days recalled to me, but I know that Lindir must mean well. Indeed, if there was some legacy of her mother I could give to Arwen, I would do so gladly. But the meaning of the words is a mystery to me, and those who might once have known have been gone for long years. I wonder at it, since this has come to my mind after so long a space. Glorfindel was present at the time these words were written. I have never thought to speak with him on this subject. Take him by the falling water outside my house and ask him the meaning of the old words. Alright. That'll do too, but with you as well, my lord Elrond. quite timely, your intervention, Geralif. It makes for a cool pose. Now, let us continue. Plenty of stuff for us to do. We'll have plenty of time as well. Continue. First, Glorfindel. Should be over here.
What can I do for you?
A riddle, a mystery. Had but Elrond inquired of me, I could have unraveled these last sad words of his wife long ago. There was a splendid white gem, a very jewel of the moon as the verse says, which long ago was hidden away in a secret vault. This is Celerian's legacy that was meant to go to Arwen. Even I do not know where this vault was hidden, but I am sure it could not have been far from Eladris.
Will you lend me your ear?
I said that I do not know where the vault containing Celerian's legacy lies, but it may be that I can help you to gain entrance when it is found. The riddle itself is the key to the vault. If in your travels near Eladris you find a sealed vault, those words may offer you passage within. There should be a rock in front of the entrance. Place your hand upon the rock and recite the verse. I would be surprised if the jewel is in the Vale of Eladris itself, as these carefully tended gardens and groves are too often frequented by the elves for a vault to be easily hidden. I have no doubt it is close by, not far from Eladris, perhaps on the High Moor. And secondly
Might you
here...
spare a moment of your time?
Well met! I know you to be a great traveler, and it occurs to me that I might be able to make use of your road lore. Long ago, an elf warrior named Erhil was one of my company. He was a doughty fighter and a boon companion, but since I had heard nothing from her in recent years, I had supposed she had sailed over the sea and departed Middle-earth. Yet now comes word from a traveler that she is living in a glade near Lake Evendim. If you would be so kind, I will send you to her with my greetings and with an invitation to come to Rivendell now that Middle-earth is once again threatened by the enemy. If you accept this task, I will send you first to the Ranger Lore Master Kulang at Tinnudir, an island just off the eastern shore of Lake Evendim. Since before the fall of Sauron, Evendim has been the domain of men, not elves. So not only is it a courtesy to call on him first, but it may be that he knows just where Erhil can be found. To Evendim will go, but you guessed it. Just let me take a quick picture here with Glorfindel. Not every day you can meet such an important and powerful elf. Bane of Balrogs and all that. So let's take it. And I just realized after God knows how many years that yeah, his model is really similar to Elrond's. I don't know how I that missed that. Anyway. So let's go to the market. We're gonna get these two quests out of the way. We will not visit Evendim for a long time, so we can get that out of the quest tracker. Right, focus. Okay. Let us get to level 36 after completing this. Here we have another quest.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
There is much to do in the Misty Mountains to the north. The giants have begun to wander and there are goblins throughout the fields. I fear our northern border is no longer safe, Beriathan. An old friend of the elves, Glóin, has a camp to the north of here in the southwestern area of the Misty Mountains. Find Glowing in the Misty Mountains and see what you can do to aid him. To the Misty Mountains we'll go, but not yet.
Greetings to you.
This height is truly magnificent, Beriathan, and you are equally so to have bested the mighty creature from which it came. I would be honored to craft fine armor from this height, friend man, wear it with pride and at no cost. The honor of working with such fine materials is payment enough. Oh, medium armor, nah, not so good anyway. But now we can also complete this one over here, the task.
Megovanen.
I have lived many years and seen many gifts pass from the creatures of the wood to the elves of Imladris, but I have never seen a Vortask of such beauty. I would be honored to fashion this into a dagger for you, friend man. It will be a worthy remembrance of its mighty former owner. Thank you. And no new skill, that's a shame. Alright. Farmer's Fair, not gonna do that. I enjoy Farmer's Fair, one of my favorite festivals. Not sure if I had already told you that, but it's way out of the way. So no thanks. What we're gonna do is
Megovanen.
uncover the travel location. But we're not gonna go to Thoringhad yet. We're gonna take the horse. This horse is gonna get us to the High Moor. We have all these dailies. But we're not gonna repeat any of those. We're gonna go straight to the Hidden Bowl. Okay, yeah. Leave me alone. So how far are we? 300 meters, not so far. Yeah, this swift travel to the High Moor comes quite in handy, especially when you are doing this quest. And well, we also needed to uncover the stable master so we can travel to Thoringhad in just a moment after we finish this. What? Okay. Door is open now. Collect Valerian's legacy. And what do we have here? Harbingers of Death. Okay, we had already completed this one, but since there are plenty of cave crawlers in here, hey, what's the deal with these guys? Really? What's the matter with you? Guys. Okay, we got the quest. And we got Celebran's Legacy. Gonna bring this to Glorfindel. I think we can use our milestone skill. Quick shortcut. We're ready to continue. Let me try this kite. I mean, I had never had a chance of using it as running with a kite in the wilds. A little bit not functional, let's say. And I have never truly used that many kites with my other tunes, but I wanted to check it out. Rather have you, girlie. You're my buddy.
How can I be of service?
Yes, indeed. This is the jewel itself, Celebran's Legacy. Please bring it to Elrond, as it is his duty to give it to his daughter. 12 months it is. Alright.
Hope is not in vain.
To think that the vault has remained sealed for so long past its time. Even those counted among the wise can be foolhardy, it seems. But I must thank you for your perseverance, Master of Riddles. You seek the truth in all things, even though it brings you into darkness. Your skill and cunning bring you back out into the light again. What can we get? We can take this one, but I'm not sure which one to replace it for.
Dark days are coming.
It is good to see familiar faces, is it not? I am glad that you have returned, for I have decided what course to take against the evils in Nantorna. Do tell me.
Hope is not in vain.
After much consideration and pondering of your reports from the western parts of the Trollshaws, I am convinced that the servants of the enemy were not in fact wrong here by the brief presence of the Nazgûl who passed through a short while ago, but rather answered to one of the Gaunt-lords, mockeries of the wizards made by Morgoth long ago. Based on the powers of this Gurdring you encounter in Nantorna, I believe the Gaunt-lord to be Ferndúr the Virulent, Master of Pestilence. He must be defeated at all cost. But I cannot send one such as yourself alone to face him. His power is too great. There are only 3 within this vale strong enough to oppose a Gaunt-lord, and neither Gandalf nor I may live at this time. Therefore, I bid you speak with Glorfindel and let him know what we have learned. I have no doubt that he will accompany you against this evil. But first, what do we have here? These are the scholars' words. My bad, I didn't realize we had gotten those. Let's equip this wristband. Well, let us see. Scholars read. It's a scroll of LOTRO. I think it's time for me to master my crafting. Maybe that's why I don't have access yet to the guild. That would explain it. So I'm gonna complete the master, the expert, the mastery and the expert tier, I mean. and see if that allows me to access the guild. And I'll be back with you on the next episode with the result. For now, let us go talk to Glorfindel. Oh, no, don't fall, please.
What can I do for you?
So, it is as I feared. A Gaunt-lord has come to the Trollshaws in the wake of the Nazgûl and raises an army against Rivendell. Master Elrond speaks truly. This creature must be dealt with at once, and I must be the one to do so. I ask that you accompany me to help put down the minions of the Gaunt-lord, but do not attempt to confront Ferndúr yourself, or he would destroy you. Speak with me when you are ready to depart. So we're gonna fight. Let's get ready to fight. Let us leave at once then. Yes, indeed we do. Heralded by the demise of the gunman Gurtring, Glorfindel fears the return of Ferndúr the Virulent to the Trollshaws. Hoping to strike before Ferndúr's strength grows too great, Glorfindel has enlisted your aid in quelling the threat posed by this ancient Gaunt-lord of Morgoth.
What do you need?
This time has come, Beriathan. If this Gaunt-lord's fell powers are truly the cause of the evil in the Trollshaws, he must be dealt with. We cannot allow him to master any more of the dead and bolster his strength. Ready yourself, Beriathan, none shall keep us from this task. So lead the way, Glorfindel. I sent 8 warriors to scout the altar where you encountered Gurtring, for it is likely that Ferndúr himself has claimed Ost Brandras. Let us move swiftly to find them. Has it been since Ferndúr had last revealed himself? The disease that grips the Trollshaws has been the work of no other. Something is not right here. Lead the way. There he is. Oh, the gunman. What has Ferndúr done to you? Rest easy, my dear friend. A Gaunt-lord is not easily subdued. My warriors knew who they faced, and their training failed them still. Ferndúr's contagion has stripped everything from them. Withered to naught but a husk. Yeah, I know, girl, it's chilling. What new terror is this? We must reach the altar before the sickness can spread any further, Beriathan. Ferndúr must not be allowed to bring his ruin to more of these lands or my kin. Well, can we fight this guy yet? No. So, gotta wait for Glorfindel. Why did you send us to our deaths? You knew we stood no chance. His disease consumed us all. You could have saved us. Silence these lies. Your taunts do not fool me, spirits. Good.
How can I be of service?
Our foe expects us, Beriathan. This much is clear. Ferndúr's vile influence has claimed too many of my people and sickened our lands. His disease must be purged from the Trollshaws. I see only his foul servants here, but the Gaunt-lord must be nearby. Let us advance with care. Okay. Right away. Can we fight now? Okay, there he is. Ferndúr, Virulent. I wonder how many more elves I would have to rot away before I drew you forth. Be silent, my people, and these lands shall not suffer your pestilence any longer. Your reign ends today. Bring it on. Nothing shall keep my blight from Middle-earth, not even you, firstborn. So be it. Yeah, be it. That is no obstacle for me. Yeah, I'm not afraid of you. As they say, where I go you shall not follow, and notice the north shall rot all of Eriador. Jesus, let me fight this guy, please. It is as I feared. Ferndúr has escaped Beriathan. Let us return to Rivendell.
What can I do for you?
Alas that Ferndúr escaped. He is a dire foe and presents a threat to even the power of Rivendell. We will need to remain vigilant. Return to Master Elrond and let him know how we fared against the Gaunt-lord. Okay, let's go and talk to Elrond then.
Hope is not in vain.
Lord Glorfindel is correct. Ferndúr's escape means that the elves of Rivendell must remain vigilant. With such a great evil loose in the world, Rivendell's security becomes of much greater import. Nevertheless, thank you for your aid. For a time at least, Ferndúr has been hindered. Alright, so that's it for the meantime with Ferndúr. We might encounter him later. Not sure, we'll need to check on that. But that will come in the distant future. I think this is the perfect spot, however, to end the episode. That way I can make sure to master my crafting, get access to the guild, before heading back to Thorinhat and continuing the epic quests. So join me next time. That's what we are gonna do on the next episode. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching Citadel Guard Adventures. Stay safe, keep care. Guralif is saying goodbye as well, so see you later, seeing you on the next one. Bye bye.